We have already survived 3 months of 2026 and we are going to step into the second quarter of the year. And so this is going to be the plan with me video for the month of April, and I hope I publish this on time. I don't know how the first 3 months of 2026 was for you, but for me it was a complete roller coaster ride. I recently shared a reel on Instagram asking what was the lesson that these first 3 months taught you, and I have shared the lesson that I have learned in the description also. So in case you haven't checked that reel, please do check and comment the lesson that you have learned. In case you are not on Instagram, you can comment the lesson that the first 3 months have taught you in this video also. I will respond to every comment. In this video, we are going to focus on the month of April. Like, it is not going to be the regular plan with me video because we have completed one quarter. So we'll have to do the reflection of the entire quarter. So in case you have your planners or journal, just grab them with a note and pen and coffee, whatever you want. Just sit relaxed. Spend some time with yourself to understand how the first 3 months were and what are your goals and intentions for the month of April. In case you don't have a planner journal, it's completely okay. Just take a notebook and a pen and you can follow me along in this video. So hey guys, vanakkam and welcome back to another video of Keep Going. This is Benny, and without any wait, let's get started. I hope you guys are ready now. So before we jump into the month of April, the first thing that we always do is reflecting on how the past month was. So today we are going to reflect how March was, and not just that, you'll have to reflect on Jan, Feb and March, all the 3 months. What went well, what didn't go well, what are the lessons that you have learned, and what are your goals for the next month. So we are going to do all of this now. In case you were updating a journal consistently for all these 3 months, you will have a very detailed idea of how your month was, and it will be very helpful for you to the reflection. In case you didn't, don't worry, check your photos because you might have clicked some pictures in the month of Jan. Some things that will help you remember some incidents which you might have forgotten, or in case you update your calendars. So whatever you do on a day-to-day basis, refer them for getting updates on, that will help you to do the reflection. And for me, since I was extremely consistent in journaling, that was enough for me to do the reflection, and I have done that. I have made a note of my reflection thing and I will share that now. Let's begin with highlights. So for me, in the month of March, the main highlight that I had was I was extremely consistent with Bible reading. If you are following me, you know my goal is to actually do Bible journaling every day, but I haven't started that even now. But as for Bible reading, initially I used to just read one chapter or so, and I will call it a day. But now it's not just reading, it is reading and taking a pause, understanding the word even more and spending more time with that. It's not so deep as journaling, but it's much better than what I used to do before, so I'm happy with my progress. If you watch my previous video about the mid-March reset, you might have figured out that I have started to do a complete reset of my house, which means cleaning, organizing, decluttering and all of that, which actually gives me more peace than anything else, and it makes me happy to see the new environment. So that is something I'm focusing on. So I've cleaned some areas of my house, which means deep cleaning, but I still haven't completed, but I think I can call it 80% cleanup completely done, and in the next 2 days I might finish the rest also. So I'm so happy with that. And then I did calligraphy, which was in my to-do list for so long. I did 14 or 15 days consistently, but then I stopped there, but still I have made a good progress and I'm happy with that. And then swimming. This is something I extremely loved doing as a kid, but as we grow up, we tend to stop so many activities, and this was one such thing for me. And I started again. Oh my God, the feeling was insane. It was such a nice feeling, and I'm so glad that I started again. But initially, in the first few days, I had no stamina. I couldn't swim at all. I felt so bad and discouraged. But then, as I started going continuously, or, it was not, I did not go all the days of the week. It was 3 or 4 days, but still I could see my stamina improving, and that made me feel more better. And I took time to connect with my friends more intentionally. I even met a few of them, so I'm so grateful. And I completed a 30-day challenge successfully. This is something that I did not post on Instagram or YouTube, but I did it more personally. This was something related to food and all, and I'm grateful that I completed it. And in case any of you are interested in any challenges like this, let me know in the comments. So in case many of you are interested, I will be sharing a challenge very soon. And what is the habit, or what is the purpose that you want want this challenge to be focusing on? Let me know that also in comments, because that will help me to tweak the habits that we are going to follow in a challenge. And I'll prepare a tracker and we will make sure everyone achieves it together. And I tried to be more consistent in social media. Of course, I was not posting videos in YouTube because I did not have that mental peace and clarity to be able to sit and shoot a long form video. But now I am in a much better place, and hopefully I will continue to post long form videos also. But when I mean I was quite consistent in social media, it is regards with my Stationery Wonders and Keep Going page in Instagram, and you might have seen some stationery shots in YouTube also. So I did focus more on that. I did set up my content calendar and I was pretty consistent with that. As a result of it, I saw some really good things that happened to me in social media. Number one, in this YouTube channel, this one short video which I uploaded a couple of months back. It is not a recent one, but this month it just hit 1 million views. I know it might sound not a big deal in this era when people have 1 million followers, but for me this was such a big deal. It was no specific or no special video, but then we did hit 1 million views, and I'm so grateful for everybody who watched it. And not just that, in our Keep Going Instagram page also, there was one reel which crossed 930k views. Hopefully it will cross 1 million in the upcoming days, but that was not something related to journaling, planning and all. It was another random video which out of nowhere blew up. And there's another video which I posted 2 or 3 days back in YouTube, which was about a chocolate eraser, and even that crossed 10k views, because generally my videos cross 1k or 2k views, and when something crosses even 10k, that feels so special. And I think that is a little reward from all these algorithms to support me to be more consistent. And I did have some me time where I focused on my skincare, my hair care and all of that, so that was also good. And there was someone on YouTube who commented for the product details from Stationery Wonders. If you are using Instagram, we have a page. I will link that up in the description. You can check, where we post all the products details and all, like the reels, photos and all of that. But someone from YouTube wanted to see about the details, so I actually prepared a catalog of the stationery products that I have. It's not 100% complete, but I did not even make a start a couple of months back. I kept procrastinating that, and finally this month I've prepared a catalog with one set of products that I own. There are so many to be added, but still I think I have given a start, and I did share PDF of the catalog file. So I'm happy for that. This month, because of Ugadi, our neighbors and all gave us food and snacks, which was also a good thing. And I took a break from work. So yeah, as I said, I was going through something hard and I wanted to take a complete break from work for some time. And I did, and I'm so grateful that I did. So that's about the major highlights of the month. Now moving to the watches, I did watch the T20 World Cup. That was some time with Abby. We were just watching the match. And then I watched 2 new movies, which was With Love and Made in Korea. And I also watched an old movie like Kaki Sata, which is an old movie, but I haven't watched it yet. So now I did not watch completely, but a few scenes of them I did watch. And then 2 movies, they are old movies, but then I rewatched them again, which was Leo and Topaki. And yeah, that was good. If you want to watch a feel-good movie, I will suggest you to watch With Love. It was really nice. And as I said, I took a little break from work. I did step out of house a bit. I did explore some new stationery shops. I did spend time with friends, and also that was also very nice. And now moving to the lowlights, things that could have been better, starting with YouTube. Of course, I did post one video about the mid-March updates and all, but I was not uploading any other video. Like the weekly one long form video was not uploaded in this month. So I really wish I did focus there, but hopefully next month it should be sorted. And then tanning and dry skin. Yes, I said I focused on skincare, but why? I did start swimming, right? I used to go to swimming in the daytime, and surprisingly without any skincare I started tanning so badly. I don't know if you can figure out this one line here in my forehead, not just there in my hand. There was, now it's much better, but it felt really bad initially, and that was one reason I did not post a video by the second week or something. I don't want to call it an excuse, but yeah, I did not have the courage to show up. So I had to focus on that, and I started getting dry skin because of the chlorine water and all. So that is something I could have, made some right choices from day one. And my sleep routine was so bad, which is I did sleep for 7 to 8 hours. That was not the issue, but I did go to bed so late and I woke up so late also. And I think the main reason was I had coffee every day after dinner. I just figured it out recently, but I have to stop that. And I walked so less. Generally, I do some evening walk and all, but this time since I focused more on swimming, I was tired even after swimming session and I couldn't focus on walking. But I think at least I could have completed 5k steps, which shouldn't be a big deal. At least 3k. I did not even do that. And one day when I came back after swimming, my phone speaker was not working. Later did I realize, okay, it was because the water from there, something got in my speaker. It was not working for 2 or 3 days. It's not 100% recovered now, but still it's working fine. Like I just gave it in a shop and he said, might be you have to change the speaker itself if it's not working tomorrow. And surprisingly, the next day I could, hear the voice pretty clear than before. So yeah, I think swimming gave me so many lowlights this month. And when I did this complete reset and decluttering, I just felt I have so many things in my house. So many things. Like I don't really feel like throwing everything out, but I don't even have much space in my house to keep them right now. I don't know how to fix that. In case you are a person who is expert in decluttering and all, please let me know, because I find it so difficult to throw out something. And yeah, I need help. That's basically about the lowlight. I think highlights was much higher than the lowlights, so it was a good month. Now, similar to this, we are going to do a complete reflection of the first 3 months also. So take your journal, and as we just discussed, the first step for us will be to fill the March reflections completely. So I have done my reflection, but I will answer all these questions and update this page. And as I said already, since March is also the first quarter of the month, we'll have to do the reflection for the entire quarter on how, Jan, Feb and March was, and accordingly update this tracker. And you have a space for March recap also, where you can put like some important pictures or important moments that you had, anything, how you can customize this page however you want. I still haven't figured out. I thought I will give a picture of the month and write the major highlights here. That's what I've planned. But yeah, I will update this later. And then you have a space which says quarter 1 review. This is with regards to the goals that we set in the beginning of the year across all these categories. So you're going to read your goals and then you're going to check, have you progressed? In case you have progressed, how far you have progressed. In case you didn't, or in case there may be chances when the goal that you determined at the beginning of the year makes no sense at all now and you want to completely change the goal. In that case, you have to write how you want to reset the goal in this space. So the first thing, like say for example, I will start here. I wanted a sleep routine like at least 11:30 p.m. and the first 3 months I focused on 12 a.m. and I think I'm good with it. I will continue the same. In the second, if you see personal development, I wanted to complete 6 books and I've completed 1 already, which means in the first quarter I should have completed 1.5 books, and I've started the second book also, which means I am progressing pretty well there. And then emergency fund, I wanted 50k, but I have not progressed much there, but there are different other things that I have done. So similarly, you will have to review, like say for example, here I have added 1 skill that I wanted to upskill for my career related job, but now I wanted to change it or add few more. So that's how you're going to read each of your goals. This way you will not forget the goals that you set in the beginning of the year, because there are many people who set goals or take resolutions and then they forget in the first or second month itself, and then again they will set up the new goals in the next year. We are not going to do that. We should not forget the goals that we set in the beginning of the year. So this activity will help you, at least revisit this page once in case you haven't. I generally review this when the month ends. So yeah, so that's what we are going to do here. And then we have April. So this is a bucket list page which I tried recently. I felt really good. So I have just added a couple of things that I want to do in the month of April. Still I have so many empty spaces. I'm just thinking on what I have to do. So this is what that came to my mind. I'll show you how my March month looks. This was my March bucket list. If you see, I have accomplished a couple of them and few of them are still pending. I will try my maximum to accomplish them in the next 2 days so that I get a complete tick mark. Even if I don't, I am fine with it because majority of them I have done and I'm happy with my progress. Similarly, I'll be adding more things to the April bucket list also. In this page, you can use it for your bucket list or your ideal routine, how your AM should be, how your PM should be, or some affirmations or the word of the month, anything you want. You can customize this page however you want. And then this is going to be our first page in April, which is our priority hub. As you have seen in our previous plan with me video, I've just given some colors here and I have completed my kind of day here also, and the others I will be updating now. Let me update and come back to you. So yes, I have updated this page starting with priorities. These are my self priorities, my relationship priorities and my career priorities, and 5 good things about myself. This space has really made me feel even more positive because every month I find something good about myself now, and my kind of day or an ideal day routine. What are the things that I wanted to do in a day? So this layout is very simple and anybody can do it. This is something I have tried recently and it works out for me. So in case you have any other layout that you are following, please share to me in Instagram. I would love to see them. And then date plan, this is with myself. These are some things that I enjoy doing myself, like watching a feel good movie. It can be a new one or even an old one. And then comfort meal is my favorite, and DIY crafts, which I did not do in the month of March, which I should be focusing at least in the next month. And with my loved ones and my self-care plan and skills, I really want to enhance my editing skills. That's why I've added that. And books, I am actually reading a book which says Tuesdays with Maury. I started recently. This was suggested to me by one of you when I did my 30 days self-gifting challenge in last September, and I just started it this month, and it's a good book. Like, there are really some points that touched deep in my heart because I have felt that way before, and once I complete reading that book, in case you're interested, I will share my thoughts on that as well. And I want to try junk journaling. I have got some couple of things for that, but I did not start doing it. So I really want to try that. And I have written my emotional to let go and to build categories. And places to be, I will be traveling to my native this month, or in the month of April, which is for voting. And yeah, because election is coming. And not just that, April we have 2 weddings. So I will be traveling for that also. And a couple of things I have left empty, which I may or may not update in the coming days. And then we have this space where we actually do the highlights. Generally, every month I will fill in the birthdays whenever there is. Like, if you see, I added a couple of stickers yesterday, whatever I had. So here also I've added some stickers. So generally I update the birthdays first, but the sad part is I do not have any friends who have their birthdays in the month of April. So that is going to be blank, but I'll show you how I updated this layout for March. So this is how March was. So March, initially I started sticking with the birthdays, and after that I added stuff, maybe the highlights of the day or something that happened that day, some stickers and quotes about that day. And this is how colorful it is. And towards the left in the to-dos, I've added the things that I wanted to clean and reset in my house. As I said, I'm doing a complete reset. A few of them I have started, I have not completely completed them. That's the reason they have, still blank. But most probably I will be completing most of them in the next 2 days. And yeah, so that's how it is. Mostly I'll be following the same routine for April also, but in the next video I will share what I have done here. And then we have our goals page. Again, here also I have some stickers. So before updating this, always just see how your March goals were. So this is what I have done for the month of March, but now let's see how much I am in track. First starts with health and fitness, going to bed 3 times a week. First 3 weeks I have done it, but 4th week, let's see where I stand. So if you see here, the last week I've done 2 days, but let's assume 30 and 31 also for the last week. And once I update that, I will update the progress for that. Start a new book, I did, but if I completed half, no, I did not. I just started, so I will just update it like 30% done. Okay, and then moving to finances, 2K for emergency fund, I did do. Next is career, 30 minutes of deep work. I have not accomplished this goal I told you, I took a break from work and also I couldn't complete this. But for few days, whenever I had some deadlines and all, I did complete. So I'm not marking the bar yet. And then meeting friends and mealtime, I did do that. And then relationships, upload one reel a week. Of course, I did. Even in week 4, I did. And other relationships, I'm actually tracking my stationery wonders reels thing. And last week also, I did post 2 or maybe 3. So I think I'm 100% there. I will update the numbers once the month ends. And for spiritual prayer journal, I did do it every week. I updated it as 5 weeks because 1st of March was also a Sunday. So I've done it all the Sundays. So that's 100%. And giving a contribution, set aside items for donation. Yes, I did, because I did do a complete declutter of my wardrobe. So I have stuff for donation. And fun or recreation, calligraphy. Yes, I did that also. So I will show you that. So this was the calligraphy book that I purchased for my birthday gifting. And look, and last one, reset personal space. I actually did reset this particular table every single day, but I have another table also which I did not reset any of the days. So I'm just keeping that blank because even in the last week I did not do. So this is how my goals tracking is for the month of March. Now similarly, I will be doing one for April. I'm not going to make much changes because I was progressing pretty well across most of the areas, and few I know I did not focus because I took a break. So I think I'll be having the same goals only for April also. And then tracking habits. If you see, these were the habits that I tracked in the month of March, and pretty good across everything except Bible journaling, which was my major priority, but at least I focus on that in the next month. The others, I am pretty consistent and I'm happy with most of them except a few of them. And this is the other thing that I track by values, which includes my weight or the quantity milk that we buy. Now I'm adding it 1 because it was 1 liter all these days. Few days I used to buy half liter, so that's the reason I started tracking that also. And then this is the steps that I walk, and this is about my swimming, and this is my books. So I will be retaining the same thing here. And meal tracking. So if you see, I am following the same method of meal tracking, which is if it is green, if I cook something at home and have, then that is green. If I purchase something from outside, then that goes orange. And this month I have red because I have had something, cold coffee and all I have drank. So if I have something junk from outside, then that goes as red. And overall the month was pretty good. I will be following the same for April. And then we have finances. So this is my expense tracker for the month of March. In the mid-March update itself, I said this page won't be enough for me. So if you see 15th March, I have filled the entire page. So I had to add additional paper where I have updated the other expenses. So I think 2 more days. So I will add the remaining expenses here and I will make a summary of all this expense. So which will give me a pretty decent idea of where I have spent how much. And based on that, I'll take it to the next month. In this page, I don't follow the exact template. Like it says goals, reviews and all. I don't follow the exact template. I write my basic expenses here, like the expenses that happen every month, and there's no change to it, like internet, recharges, or rent or loan, EMIs and all of that goes here. Anything additional, I write it here. The transaction level expenses, I add it up here. And here, I generally write some income that I get additionally, maybe with regards to stationery wonder orders. I maintain them here. I think for now this space is enough. In case I get more orders, I will move that to my planner. And debts and loans, I add some places which I focus now. That's more personal. That's the reason I was not able to share this layout to you. And that's it. In case you have a planner or journal, you can follow this. In case you don't, even in your notebook, just add space for all of this. Just write down habits that you want to track and all of that, and you can pretty much follow the same routine. And once you're done with that, don't forget to update this page which says year in months. These are the different things that I track. So starting with my subscribers and followers count. So I get to see how much I have improved and all. And then here I add what is the emergency fund or any savings that I do, the amount for that. And here I write how many days I did Bible journaling, how many days I did journaling, how many days I did go to gym or did some workout, how many days I could complete 10k steps. 2 liter water, how many days, weight, the current bill also I'm tracking it here. So I get to see month on month what is the fluctuation. So these are the things that I track. Similarly, I also have something more related to income in my planner. So yeah, you can customize it however you want. And this is the year-end days tracker that I update every single day. Along with this, I also update my planner which I have designed. This planner helps me stay in track with so many different options, starting with rating my day. It gives me an overall view of how my day was. And then this is my spiritual tracker. And then this is my health tracker. So which helps me understand how many days I was well or no. And shower tracker. So since I'm going for swimming, I had to take head bath most of the days. So that's the change that you're seeing. And dream tracker. So most of the days I don't remember. But towards the end, I really had some bad dreams. Even today I did have, so I will update that. And then sleep tracker, so this gives me a better clarity of my sleep. About my reading, I did not start reading till 21st. On 22nd I started my new book and I've read only for 3 days. And in my journal, if you saw that, tracking with values, I've written the number of pages I read there also. Here it's just in a bucket range. There I write the actual days. And weather tracker, so randomly we had rain and all, so most of the days it was sunny. Mood tracker, water tracker, as you can see I started with 2 liter most of the days, but in the recent days I'm not drinking enough water, so I have to change that. And my steps tracker and exercise tracker, since I'm doing swimming, I have just added that also additionally, so that's how it is going. And then my fruits or veg tracker. This tracker actually helps me or motivates me to eat fruits or vegetables every single day. Few days I've missed, but still compared to last year, this year is far better. And cleaning tracker, I have focused on different areas for cleaning this month. So that's the difference you see in the tracker. And then I've started using some other tracker. So this is for it might sound so stupid, but I wanted to track how quick my nail grows. So that's the reason I'm adding whenever I cut nails in my hand, my legs, my ear cleaning, if I visit the parlor and all of that. So this might sound stupid, but I want to have a track of that. And then I have another tracker which I'm doing randomly. So this is for Bisleri and dosa batter. Whenever I prepare batter, I'm just highlighting that. This helps me understand how often I make this dosa batter or how often we refill Bisleri. And if there's anything else I want to track also, I will be doing. This is all the random tracking apart from the standard trackers. Along with this, I will be doing my planner updates. And on the busy days, I'll be also doing this time blocking thing, which is extremely helpful compared to everything else. In case you want the PDF version of this, let me know. This is completely available for free and I can share that to you. So that's it about the March Plan With Me video. No matter how bad or good the first 3 months of this year was, I want to remind you that it is in the past and you have a very good future ahead. So just focus on your present and set your proper goals for the future, and hopefully we'll all achieve it together. In case you have not subscribed this channel yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I hope you found this video helpful. In case you did, please hit that like button and hype this video in case you have that option also. And if you want to do more challenge videos or something else, please let me know in the comments, because that will help me understand what you guys actually need and I will share my thoughts accordingly. In case you want to follow me more personally, I have shared my Instagram links in the description. You can follow me there. I'm pretty more active there compared to YouTube. And yeah, let's stay in touch. I'll see you soon in another video. Until then, it's ta-ta, bye-bye from Benny. Spread love, spread smiles. Keep going. Bye.